Hi everybody. How you doing? This is Darlene with Featherweight Doctor. I am the founder and owner of Sand Creek Quilting, home of Featherweight Doctor. I am now dressed down. Today was the first day of Sew Expo 2022. I am one of the speakers, virtual speakers, so I shot my camera pieces right here in our retail space. So I thought I might as well just take full advantage of having everything all set up here and do my show tonight from here. So yes, I am sipping because it has been a day, and that was my husband. He acted like it was so weird that I was sipping. It's not all that weird, but I usually just do one show of the week called the Sip and Sew, in which I get on camera and I have a half a glass of wine and a featherweight and a sewing project, and I chat with people. But after Sew Expo, I needed to have a glass of wine. So that's what we're doing. So I have five or six, oh, I can go to my chat. Hold on, let me say hi to some friends. Nope, that's not it. There. So I have 5 or 6 quilts to show tonight for work in progress. My tribe has been busy, as always, working on quilts and all that fun stuff. So I'm just going to say hello. I'm going to say hello to some friends. Let's start with that. So let's see. Debbie Allen from Kentucky is on. Hello, girl. Linda Wood from Texas. Kim's on from Manitoba. I got your quilt. It's going to be coming up here shortly. So many pieces, Kim. So many pieces. Let's see. Lisa's on from Phoenix. Angel's on from Houston. Hi, Angel. Becky's on from Kennedale, Texas. Hi, Becky. Let's see. Let's see. Polly. Oh, yes. Polly says, looks fantastic and well earned. Thank you, girl. Over on YouTube from UK. Thanks for saying hi. Molly Smith is on. Hi, Molly Smith. On YouTube, and Elizabeth is on. We need more information on Luna. I'm going to go get her in a minute to introduce her to everybody. Yes, there is a puppy. And I know no one is shocked when I said on my last show that we were going to look at a puppy. I realized how dumb that sounded in hindsight. But we weren't completely sure. We needed to meet her first. So I'll go pick her up in a second. Oh, let's see. I'm alone, not alone in sipping. Angel has orange juice. Are you sure there's not champagne in it? Hi, Mel. Thanks for joining us. I got your finished beauty, too, to show. Let's see. Linda's on from Tennessee. Sandra's on. Hi, Sandra. I can't wait for our class tomorrow. That's going to be so much fun. Emma Jean's on. Hello. Pauline's on from Texas. Kathy Zoka's on. Hi, Kathy from Addie, Washington. Christy Willis is on. You have your terrible idea tea on? Yes. Judy P's. Oh, Judy P's head gnome from Florida. Are you just going to come show her? All right, this is the baby. This is Andy. This is my husband. And here is Luna May. She's 8.5 weeks old. She's a little camera shy. She came into the shop today just briefly so that I could introduce her to you all. You guys, she has unicorns and rainbows on her collar. Come on. So far, she poops a lot. She's very sweet. And she sleeps a lot. I realize she's going to wake up at some point. She is a Labrador Retriever. But she is quite cuddly and sleepy right now, which is kind of fun. So Judy P is in Florida, and she's headed home to New England in a few weeks. Let's see, Gwen is on. Hi, Gwen. She says, congrats on the new family member. Does this mean I can crack? Yes, Sandra. Typically, we sip. Sandra's new to the community, everybody, so we have to fill her in. So typically, we sip on Fridays only, but Sew Expo week, all the rules are off. All the rules are off. Thanks, guys. Therese from Knoxville, I got your email, but there was no picture attached. So I didn't get to show everybody your, what did you call it, quilt suicide? I'm like, death by quilting? That sounds like the only way to go. All right, I know, Polly, we couldn't resist. Oh, it's not Molly Smith, it's Molly Spradley. Okay, and Molly, you're the Molly down in, is it Spokane or Spokane Valley, is that right? All right, Yes, Franny, Andy is a happy man for sure. And yes, Mel, her feet are enormous. Let's see. He is totally smitten with that dog. It's pretty darn cute. Pretty darn cute. All right. Oh, Susan Rhodes is on. Hi, Susan. And Elizabeth Chapman. Hi, friend. We're going to have puppies together. You'll have Adobe, though. We've got the lab. All right, guys. So, SCW, I have an exciting announcement. Much because of your suggestions, we are having a special show a week from Friday. So not this Friday, but a week from Friday. We are having our guys show, our official guys show. And he's going to be on with me.
Wait, what?
He's calling it a brew and sew, not a sip and sew. We're going to have a brew and sew, Andy says. He asked if he could have a cigar. I said, not in my quilt shop. Yeah, okay, Spokane, Molly. I thought so. Mary Clarence. Hi, sweet pea. So mark your calendars for a special guys show with the doctor and her husband, Andy, a week from Friday. And it's going to be called a brew and sip. Oh, Bernice has a lab that's 12 years old. Our longest lab we ever had made it to 12 and a half. He was the best. The best. Gracious chewing on her bed. Luna, no. She's eating her bed. She's eating her bed. Labs, you can't keep stuff out of their mouth. What can I say? Oh, look at her. My daughter stood up to tell her no, and she stopped doing it and sat there, was like, I wasn't doing anything. All right, well, let's start with this is going to be a relatively short show because we just have 5 quilts to celebrate. 5, 6, 5, 6. Ray has me all organized. So we're going to start with Karen Bach. Karen Bach is a client from California. I can't remember which city in California. She bought, I believe, a machine off of eBay, if I remember correctly, and then had it sent directly to my repair shop to make sure that it was in good working order. If I remember correctly, it was a stunning pre-war. Karen got a great price on it, and it was not that big of a pain in the neck for me to get running. So yay, Karen. So here is a beautiful quilt. Okay, here it comes. There is a lot of flying geese on this quilt, people. Lot of flying geese. All right, this is Karen's beauty. Look at those colors. What is there, like 300 flying geese on there? Nope, no thank you. That. All right, Elizabeth, you can be on the brew and sew. So Karen says my current project has been in timeout a few times. Oh, I totally feel timeout. It's paper pieced. Karen, what? And slow going, but I've made it to the borders. Yippee. Girl child, cannot do paper. Well, I can do paper piecing. Paper piecing makes me want to poke my eyes out, however. So no thank you. But all of those little flying geese and paper piecing too, you're my hero. You're my hero. Hi, Sandra Garcia. The colors are beautiful, Molly. I totally agree. All right. Next up is my wonderful mother-in-law, who is my quilting bad influence. So Nancy and I tend to get ourselves into trouble with quilting because we kind of feel like between the two of us, there's nothing we really can't accomplish. I was lucky enough to be there a few weeks ago in Phoenix. They live in the Valley of the Sun, and I was there for some teaching. Karen from Ohio. Hello. Pensacola, Florida. Take me. I want to come. Anyway, and Rhonda's on from North Dakota. Hi, sweet pea. So anyway, Mom and I get ourselves into trouble, quilting trouble, because we bite off a lot. I recently took on some commissionable quilt pieces. I don't usually do this. I don't, in fact, do this anymore, but this was a colleague of my husband's at Microsoft. Yes, Sandra, she's going to be a very big dog. And so Mom graciously agreed to help. me with the quilts. So the quilts that I'm doing for the commissionable quilts are 2 baby girl quilts. She actually wanted full-size quilts so they can kind of grow into them as they get bigger. And she wanted 2 different fabric lines. One is Folktale by Art Gallery, I think, and the other one is Bookish, and I think it's Moda. I can't remember. Anyway, so Mom bought an AccuQuilt system recently and was too chicken to try it out until I was there to help her. And so when I was there a few weeks ago, I was showing her how wonderful it is. Hi, Kendra Haro. We landed at, this quilt is all, let me show you the quilt. So I'll show you. So look at that beauty. So this quilt is all 3-inch half square triangles. So we bought the 3.5-inch AccuQuilt die. Hello, Nancy in Lake Stevens. Thanks for joining us. And so Mom had all of the cutting done on this quilt in 22 minutes, she said. Y'all, did you just hear me? I said 22 minutes. Every half square triangle in the quilt was cut. It's supposed to be kind of scrappy. The pattern is called, it's by Penelope Handmade, and it's called Lottie. The quilt name is Lottie. So there's 2 of them going to be done. That one is well in progress. So can you believe she got she calculated it was like 3.5-inch half square triangles for one quilt, and she had it cut in 22 minutes on the AccuQuilt system. The reason why she was able to do that is you can just roll through, the AccuQuilt system is a die cut system, and you can buy certain dies for certain things. This Penelope Handmade Lottie quilt was not supposed to be an AccuQuilt, AccuQuilt cut quilt, but we decided to make it slightly smaller. I think the finished half square triangles were 4 in an odd size, and so we decided to just strip it back to like a standard size, make it a slightly smaller, and then be able to use the Go system. So I know, everybody's like, way to go, Mom. So anyway, it's pretty spectacular. All right, so way to go, Mom. It's up on her design wall. She's working on it. It's supposed to be scrappy. Her and I both have trouble with scrappy because we're like, it has to be kind of like planned scrappy, if you know what I mean. I have a little trouble with just random. All right, so my next quilt in progress that I want to celebrate is actually really in progress. It's a bunch of 1/4 square triangles. It looks like it was actually cut potentially with the AccuQuilt system too. Maybe not. Oh, that's not confetti. Okay, let me show you the picture. This is Becky from Kennydale, Texas. I don't know how to say that right. This is her featherweight and her quilt. Hi, Sunny Moon. Hello, hello. Okay, hang on. All right, here is Miss Becky's. These are 1/4 square triangles. She says, not a big quilt, but many small pocket prayer quilts. Oh, that's cool. Using Stella. That's the name of her featherweight. It's her 1935. And loving my featherweight Dr. maintenance mat. That is not a plug. Becky put that in her post. Thank you, sweet friend. Thank you. We can't wait to see it a little further down the way. Very cool. All right, next we have Angel. Angel is our cherished educator. She does elementary education in the Houston, Texas area, and she decompresses with us on Friday nights because let's face it, Angel's job is hard. So, well, Bernadette, what did you say? Next week should be called BBQ. Bros, Brews, and Quilting. Oh, hell yes. Reagan, write that down. Bros, Brews, and Quilting. Yep, I like that better than brewing, so for sure. Paul will need to join us. All right, so we have Angel's quilt here. This is, so I'll explain. I'm going to read her thing to you so you can kind of understand, because these look like a bunch of random blocks, but they're not. So hold on. So here's Angel's work in progress. She says, the guild I recently joined is doing a block of the month project. If you show your designated block at the meeting, you are entered into a drawing for a door prize each month. She says you keep your block, you enter in for the door prize. In December, you bring the completed top to the meeting for show and tell. I just started a few weeks ago and I have 3 left to do. I didn't do them in order. This has been fun and a great learning tool. It's just squares and half square triangles. Matching the seams is a challenge for me. Instead of buying more fabric, I used what I had on hand. I really don't have a quote-unquote stash. I have leftovers from projects. Each block represents something about me. So she says Texas is one of the blocks. I can't see which one it is though. Purple is her favorite color, and notice her walls are lavender in her quilting studio, hobby, dogs, etc. So this is, I see the sewing block. I don't see the Texas one. Anyway, so this is Angel. She was like, what do you think? How do the blocks look? I'm like, girl, fantastic. That's what I think. Fantastic. I can't wait to see, because all of the blocks have kind of a different feel to them. So I'm really curious how you're going to put them together so they're a little bit more cohesive. I might have some ideas if you're looking for some. You can call me. I've done these things before, so. All right, so way to go, Angel in Houston. Thank you for sharing your blocks with us. I appreciate it. All right, so next we have Kim. Kim is joining us from Canada, Manitoba to be exact. There are so many little pieces on this quilt. I would say no thank you. No thank you to any of this, but Kim apparently likes, oh, the Texas one was up on top. Hold on, now I have to see again. So that was the Texas one. Very cool. Very, very, very cool. All right, so let's go to Kim's. Look at Kim's. This must be a log cabin, like a scrappy log cabin. Good golly, Miss Molly. That is a lot of work. Wow. She says this is called Seams of Opal, made with 1-inch strips from the scrap bin. Finished blocks are at 5 inches and those sashes are 1.5 inches white. It's getting borders today. Calls for 8-inch white borders, but getting a colorful one, she says. Did it as a leader ended on and off over the, oh, it cut it off, darn. Wow, look at that. So those are 5-inch log cabin blocks with 1-inch cut, which means that you only see a 1/2 inch showing. Good night. Good night. Way to go, Kim. That was fantastic. You know, the older I get, the more I like scrappy quilts. I don't know if that's just like my tastes are changing, or I guess I'm just really appreciative of people that are good at things that I'm not, because I'm really not good at scrappy things. I think it makes me Polly says, Kim, you have the patience of a saint. I would totally agree with you. Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, I can't wait. Will you show us, Kim, when you get the borders on next week? I'd love to show it with the borders on. I'm really curious if you're going to do like 1-inch piano keys. I mean, you made it this far, baby. Might as well take it all the way to the end. Okay, and my next and last but certainly not least, is from our famous Mel in Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. Mel and Joe have been enjoying the throes of Mardi Gras in New Orleans, and so she had enough time, Therese, she had enough time to get an entire Tula Pink even, everybody, from Daydreamer. This is her. Yes, I will. No piano keys in my future. Oh, you're no fun. You might as well. You're made it this far. All right. Shan's on. Hi, Shan. All right, so here we go. This is Mel's Daydreamer. Look at that Tula fabric. Oh, it looks like there's some Curious Air in there too. Oh, you know what? I totally lied. This is not Daydreamer. This is Curious Air. My bad. You'd think I was like a Tula fan or something. This was Mel. She didn't write this in my paperwork, but she did tell me this was her first AccuQuilt cut quilt. Kathy, I didn't get yours. Oh, I did get yours. Oh, bad, Darlene. I'm so sorry. They weren't in my email. I'm sorry. I did get them and I didn't get them in the show. I'm so sorry, Kathy. We'll make sure to highlight them next week. Oh, so bad. Missy. Hi, Missy. From the Oregon coast. Nice, girl. Oh, so anyway, this is Mel's first Quilt cut quilt top with Curiouser and Curiouser. So it's extra special and fantastic. Sunny, I totally agree with you. I see the teacups in there. I see the bleeding roses. Kathy, I'm so sorry. Oh, boop, boop. I feel terrible. Forgive me. I feel terrible. All right, friends. Sandy! Did you see the puppy? Did Dad take the puppy? Ray? 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 What? Did Dad take the puppy? Can you bring her over because Sandy Martin's on? Okay, Sandy, I'm showing her just for you. And I forgot the snowman quilt.
She's asleep.
Can I have her, please? She'll go right back to sleep. All right, Sandy Martin, lab friend, this is just for you. She's a sleepy puppy. All right, everybody. Sandy, here she is. This is Luna May. Say hi. Say hi. She's like, all done. All done. All right, no penguin quilt. Oh, you guys fire me. For realsies, fire me. Okay, so I forgot. Hold on. Let me write this down. Ray, can you hand me a pen? Can you hand me a pen? I need to write a couple things down. They're going to be posted on my story before I leave for work. Sandy Reese. Almost. Okay. So I forgot Elizabeth's, Sours, Kathy, Zoka. Sorry, guys. And Polly. Okay. Thank you. Puppet time. Exactly. Oh, you guys are so Sunny, she's not been great at night so far. She cries for a little bit and then she falls asleep. The bigger problem is she is pooping in her crate and then she tracks it all over the crate. So every morning I go down to a complete disaster and it's a full bath for her. It's a complete bath for her crate. Oh, yes, my camera is following me, Lisa. What do you think? So I am using my new iPad. My iPad has a feature on it called Center Stage, and it's my front-facing camera. And so it will literally follow me. So if I back out, it'll zoom, it'll pan. Pretty spectacular. What is in the back hanging? Oh, the little puff quilt? That was a class I offered in the fall. I just haven't done anything with the sample yet. It's pretty cool. Yes, Elizabeth, her parents were big dogs. Her daddy-o was a silver lab and he was over 100 pounds. And then her mom was a red fox lab or a ginger. So she kind of is the color of like a Vizsla. And she was 80 pounds. So Miss Luna May is probably going to be about 80 pounds. She has no hope of being small, which is fine. It's Bernadette. She's like, what's going on? Fancy. Oh, thanks, Shan. This was a gift from my sister, the evil twin. She found it for me on Amazon. I wore this shirt in Phoenix when I was visiting Phoenix, and I forgot I had it on. And I kept getting stopped. Where did you get that shirt? Where did you get that shirt? I'm like, oh, I might need to remake the shirt for Featherweight Doctor. Sandra's making her binding with the 2.5 inch Quilt strip cutter. It's the best. It's the only way to like make multiple cuts straight through fabric and having it cut perfectly every single time. It's pretty spectacular. So, no, Sandy Martin, Luna is not going to be a delicate flower. But that would make sense, right? Oh, well, Luna Lass, English. Oh, that's a great name. Yeah, no, she's not, no petite ladies other than Reagan in our household. That's funny. All right, friends. Well, thank you for getting on with me, having a couple sips of wine and celebrating Our accomplishments as a group. I am so sorry if I missed your project. I'm going to throw up on my story right now these 3 gals that I totally missed. If they didn't come in the last 12 hours to my email, I just didn't have time to grab them with So Expo, but I will make sure that they go up. Have not cleaned Sandy, she says, have not cleaned my machine, but tried the AccuQuilt cutting. High five, girl. High five. No, thank you for the fun, Rhonda. Tune back in on Friday for our regular Sip and Sew at 4 o'clock Pacific right here on Facebook and YouTube. I'm going to have to jump off a few minutes early because I have some more camera work with Sew Expo in the evening after my Sip and Sew. So I'm going to have to pump the brakes on the sipping so I actually sound like I know what I'm talking about. It's always fun seeing everybody's quilts. Yes, Polly says she's going to Rogue. Oh, yeah, so Rogue kind of likes her. He's warming up. He has stopped at least growling, and he hasn't even tried to bite her, so that's good. Yes, she will. She keeps Rogue on his tippy paws, for sure. All right, guys.